Welcome to Global Hub Updates. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. As dawn breaks over Southeast Asia, the world's attention is drawn to a region simmering with tension and uncertainty. The air is thick with anticipation, and the stakes have never felt higher for the nations that call these waters home. In the choppy waters of the South China Sea, a Philippine resupply mission is underway, its path suddenly blocked by Chinese Coast Guard vessels. The confrontation is tense, with ships maneuvering dangerously close, their crews on high alert. This is not an isolated incident, but the latest in a series of maritime standoffs that have become all too common in these contested waters. Each encounter ratchets up the risk of miscalculation, and the world watches anxiously as the possibility of escalation looms. What's unfolding here is far more than a simple skirmish at sea. It's a direct challenge to international law, to the rules that have governed these waters for decades. The sovereignty of nations is at stake, and the outcome could reshape the balance of power in the region. The United Nations and international courts have weighed in before, but enforcement remains elusive, and the world's major powers are watching closely. In Manila, government officials denounced the interception as a violation of their sovereignty, calling for international support and swift condemnation. Meanwhile, in Beijing, Chinese authorities defend their actions, insisting they are protecting what they claim as their own territory. The rhetoric grows sharper on both sides, and the diplomatic standoff intensifies, with the world's media capturing every development. Amid the escalating crisis, Indonesia, the region's largest economy and a key player in Southeast Asian politics, steps forward. Jakarta issues a strong statement condemning the use of force and urging all parties to de-escalate. Indonesia's voice carries weight, not just because of its economic power, but because of its long-standing commitment to regional stability and peace. Jakarta's firm stance surprises many observers. Indonesia's relationship with China is complex, marked by deep economic ties and frequent diplomatic engagement. Yet, in this moment, Indonesia chooses principle over pragmatism, signaling that respect for sovereignty and international law cannot be compromised, even for the sake of lucrative partnerships. These events put to the test a friendship between Indonesia and the Philippines, a relationship rooted in decades of shared history, cultural ties, and strategic cooperation. From joint military exercises to diplomatic support in international forums, the two nations have often stood side by side, united by common interests and mutual respect. As the crisis unfolds, Southeast Asia emerges not as a passive bystander, but as a region with its own agency, alliances, and vision for the future. The countries of ASEAN rally together, seeking to chart a path that prioritizes peace, stability, and respect for international norms. The world is reminded that Southeast Asia is not merely a chessboard for great powers, but a community with its own voice and values. The bond between Indonesia and the Philippines, often overlooked on the global stage, now takes center stage. Their partnership is more than just a diplomatic convenience. It's a testament to the power of shared identity, mutual trust, and a collective commitment to defending their sovereignty. This is a story of two nations united not only by geography, but by a deep-rooted sense of solidarity. From classrooms to military drills, from cultural festivals to national celebrations, Indonesians and Filipinos have built bridges that transcend politics. Together, they stand ready to protect their freedom and shape their own destiny. In the end, the real story is about why Indonesia will stand with the Philippines. It's about shared values, a commitment to peace, and the belief that together they can weather any storm. As the world watches, these two nations are poised to show what true partnership looks like in a region on edge. Indonesia and the Philippines, two distinct nations, share a deep connection. Indonesia, with its vast archipelago, is the world's fourth most populous country. The Philippines, a predominantly Catholic nation, reflects a complex colonial past. Despite differences, they share a deep and enduring connection. Their alliance is rooted in historical and cultural ties, not just convenience. Understanding their bond requires exploring shared experiences and strategic necessity. They exemplify that true alliances are built on shared values and a common vision. Together, they form a formidable partnership. The friendship between Indonesia and the Philippines was forged in the crucible of colonialism. Both nations endured long struggles to reclaim their sovereignty. Heroes like Jose Rizal and Sukarno ignited revolutionary flames for independence. This shared history created a powerful bond of mutual respect and empathy. Sovereignty is a hard-won prize fiercely protected by both nations. a threat to Philippine sovereignty resonates deeply in Jakarta. It reflects their commitment to national independence and self-determination. Beyond the realm of politics and formal diplomacy, Indonesia and the Philippines are bound by a profound cultural and linguistic kinship that stretches back centuries. This connection is not just a matter of shared geography, but a living, breathing relationship that is felt in daily life, traditions, and the very words people speak. The languages of these two nations, Bahasa Indonesia and Filipino, both belong to the vast Austronesian language family. This linguistic bond is evident in the structure, sounds, and even the vocabulary of both languages, making it easier for Indonesians and Filipinos to find common ground when they communicate. Shared words such as lima for five and anak for child are more than just linguistic coincidences. They are echoes of a common ancestry. These similarities serve as daily reminders of a shared past, and they foster a sense of familiarity and kinship that transcends national borders. Both societies have a deep and enduring connection to the sea. The ocean has shaped their livelihoods, inspired their folklore, and influenced their rituals. From fishing traditions to seafaring legends, the maritime heritage of Indonesia and the Philippines is a testament to their intertwined histories. Community cooperation is another powerful thread that links these nations. In Indonesia, it is known as gotong royong, while in the Philippines, it is called bayanihan. Both concepts emphasize the importance of working together for the common good, reflecting deeply rooted values of solidarity, mutual aid, and collective responsibility. Music and dance are vibrant expressions of this shared heritage. Traditional performances, whether in the form of Indonesian gamelan or Filipino tinikling, celebrate the stories, struggles, and joys of their people. These artistic forms are not only entertainment but also a way of preserving and passing down cultural memory from one generation to the next. In the modern era, cultural exchange continues to thrive. Indonesian pop music known as Pop Indo and Filipino television dramas or teleseries have found enthusiastic audiences across borders. These contemporary expressions of culture help strengthen people-to-people ties and foster a sense of regional identity among the youth. When Indonesians and Filipinos meet, whether at cultural festivals, educational exchanges, or even online, they often discover a surprising sense of familiarity. Shared jokes, similar customs, and parallel life experiences create instant connections and lasting friendships. This deep cultural resonance fosters a natural warmth and understanding between the peoples of Indonesia and the Philippines. It is a bond that goes beyond words, rooted in shared history, values, and dreams for the future. Indonesia and the Philippines are maritime neighbors, sharing a porous sea border. The Celebes Sea is a bridge, not a barrier, fostering constant interaction. Shared maritime challenges necessitate close cooperation. They conduct coordinated naval patrols to combat piracy and smuggling. Their geographical positions create overlapping economic and strategic interests. Both nations sit astride critical sea lines of communication. Environmental threats offer opportunities for cooperation in disaster response. Mutual support in times of crisis reinforces their bond. China's assertive posture in the South China Sea pushes Indonesia and the Philippines closer. Beijing's expansive claims overlap with the Philippines' EEZ. For the Philippines, it's an existential threat to sovereignty. Indonesia rejects China's claims, seeing them as a dangerous precedent. The arbitral tribunal ruling favoring the Philippines is a cornerstone of regional order. Supporting the Philippines is an act of solidarity and self-preservation. China's gray zone tactics alarm both countries, prompting collective resistance. Southeast Asian nations will not be divided and conquered. Supporting the Philippines is a strategic decision for Indonesia. The Philippines serves as a strategic buffer for Indonesia. A strong sovereign Philippines is a core interest for Indonesia. Helping the Philippines is a form of forward defense for Indonesia. Joint military exercises and intelligence sharing enhance interoperability. The alliance is a credible defense posture against potential aggression. Indonesia seeks a multipolar regional order, not one dominated by a single power. By standing with the Philippines, Indonesia asserts regional leadership. Southeast Asian nations have agency in shaping their future. ASEAN provides the diplomatic framework for the Indonesian-Philippine alliance. ASEAN centrality is paramount for both nations. A threat to one member's sovereignty challenges ASEAN's integrity. Indonesia, as ASEAN's de facto leader, upholds the bloc's unity. A divided ASEAN is easily manipulated by larger powers. The Code of Conduct negotiations in the South China Sea test ASEAN unity. Supporting the Philippines ensures a fair agreement that protects all claimants. ASEAN is about solidarity and a shared destiny. Indonesia's commitment to the ASEAN project is unwavering. Indonesia's unwavering support for the Philippines is not just a matter of convenience or fleeting political interest. It is deeply rooted in shared principles, a common vision for the region, and a mutual understanding of the challenges they face. Both nations recognize that their destinies are intertwined, and that by standing together, they can better navigate the complexities of the modern world. This partnership is a testament to the enduring bonds that have been forged through years of cooperation, dialogue, and mutual respect. For Indonesia and the Philippines, sovereignty is not just a word, it is a sacred trust, a core value that defines their identity and guides their actions on the world stage. Both countries have faced historical challenges to their independence, and this shared experience has only strengthened their resolve to protect their territorial integrity and national dignity. When Indonesia stands up for the Philippines' rights, it is not merely a diplomatic gesture. It is a moral stance, a reflection of a deep-seated belief in justice, fairness, and the right of every nation to determine its own future. This solidarity sends a powerful message to the world, that principles matter, and that regional neighbors will not stand idly by in the face of threats. Regional security is indivisible. The stability and prosperity of the Philippines directly impact Indonesia, and vice versa. The two countries understand that peace in Southeast Asia is a collective responsibility, and that cooperation is essential to counter external pressures and maintain a balance of power that favors peace and development. Their alliance is not just about military strength, it is about survival, resilience, and the preservation of a favorable balance of power in a rapidly changing world. By working together, they enhance their ability to respond to crises, deter aggression, and ensure the safety of their people. This partnership also reaffirms their commitment to a rules-based international order. By upholding international law, they contribute to global stability and set an example for other nations to follow, showing that disputes can be resolved through dialogue and respect for established norms. Indonesia and the Philippines act as responsible stakeholders in the international community, promoting peace, security, and cooperation not just in their region, but around the world. Their partnership is a deep, multifaceted alliance built on shared history, cultural ties, and common values. From joint economic projects to cultural exchanges, their relationship continues to grow, enriching both societies and inspiring future generations. The story of their alliance is one of hope, resilience, and enduring friendship. It is a reminder that when nations come together in solidarity, they can overcome even the greatest challenges and build a brighter future for all. As we witness these vital global relationships unfold, let us continue to watch, learn, and draw inspiration from the spirit of cooperation and unity that defines the partnership between Indonesia and the Philippines.